Hi, this is Mogens Petersen again. These videos are recorded in late September 2010. And as you probably know, we have recorded about 10 videos, all of them 2 or 3 minutes long, kind of educational stuff. One on life insurance, one on disability, one on pensions, one on dental, one on long-term care, and so on and so forth. Just let me know if you want details on the other one. This is probably the longest video. This may be a little over 4 minutes, and it's probably the most important one also. We're going to deal with 3 issues here. We're going to deal with pension plans, mutual funds, and index annuities. Okay, so let's start out with overall dealing with money. We either have qualified money or non-qualified money. It's really that simple. Qualified money are money you tax deducted in some kind of pension plan, a 401k or an IRA, and non-qualified money are money that you did not tax deduct. That's really that simple. If you put the money inside a pension plan, it could either be a defined benefit plan, which basically means that you're defining the benefit. You're saying at age 65, I want $100,000 a year for the rest of my life. So whatever the stock market is doing until you reach that level, you need to either put more money in or put less money in. You need an actuary to look at that every year. The defined benefit plans are pretty much outdated because they are very costly. The other concept is the exact opposite, and that is defined contribution plans, like the 401k plans. And you're defining the contribution, the money you put in. And whatever the stock market grows to, up and down, well, that's what you get, basically. So that is the defined contribution plans. Now, let me ask a question here when it comes to mutual funds. First of all, I look at mutual funds as 100% risk and 100% reward. Okay, if the mutual fund goes up 30%, it's all yours. If it goes down 30%, unfortunately, you lost that also. But one thing we don't maybe consider, maybe don't think about when it comes to mutual fund is the average return versus the real return. And we have to know this. Think about this. Let's say $100,000. The mutual fund goes up 50% the first year, and then it goes down 50% the next year. Your average return is 0. Plus 50 and minus 50 is 0. But your money, your real return is actually minus 25%. If you have 100,000, it goes up 50% to 150, and then it drops 50%, and then it's only 75,000. So you are losing 25%. It's very difficult. You might see mutual funds that have an average return of 15, 16%, but the investor inside those funds probably only make 2 or 3%. So it's very important to know the difference here. Let me ask a question. What is minus 55 plus 115? Minus 55 plus 115, well, you might think, well, that's 60. No, it's 0. Look at the Dow Jones in 2007, October 2007, it was 14,000. In March of 2009, it was 6,500. It lost 55%. Today, right now, it's about 10,800. But for the Dow Jones to go back from 65 all the way back to 14,000, it needs to gain 115%. And you still haven't made a penny. So think about that. Minus 55, this happens in real terms here. Minus 55 plus 115 is 0. So it's very difficult to get ahead. That's why the third concept we're going to talk about now is index annuities. They are very, very popular, mainly because you never have a negative. If the market goes down, you don't participate in the negative, you only participate in the gain. And that means your return will always be an average return. The real return and your average return will be the same. I have a chart here. It's probably easier to explain this here. I hope you can see this here. But this shows right here 100,000 into Standard & Poor 500, going back till October 98 till October 2009. This is 11 years, actual track record. The red line here shows what Standard & Poor did. It went up for 2 or 3 years, then it went down for 3 or 4 years, and then it went up, up, up. And then in 2008 and part of 2009, it went down. You started with 100,000. 11 years later, you had a little less than 101,000. This is exactly what would have happened to an investor that invested in the Standard & Poor 500. And by the way, Standard & Poor's 500 beats 84% of mutual funds out there. So what would an index annuity have done for you instead? Well, there's two columns. You have the blue column here that starts, or two lines. You have the blue line here that starts at 100,000 and ends up here at 138,000. That is the guarantee line. That means regardless of what happened to the mutual fund, even if the market had gone way down, you would have 138,000 in this particular account after 11 years. Guaranteed. 100% sure. Now, but the market went up and down and up. The actual index, when the market went up, there will be the green one here. When the market went up, you got most of that gain. When the market went up the second year, you see a little below here, you got most of that gain. But what happened when the market went down? You see this line? You stay level. You never participate in the losses. I can't emphasize enough how important that is. So here, level, market down, you level, market down, you level, market all the way down here, and you're up here. Now when the market starts to go up, your account goes up, even though you're way ahead, your account goes up. Market goes up, you go up, market up, 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 up. Now you're up here. Then the market crashed again, but you stayed level. So at the end of 11 years, this particular account, real numbers, was about 156,000. Now think about this, the difference between the Standard & Poor's making $700 at the end of 11 years, because 100,000 actually grew to 100,700 versus 100,000 growing to 156,000. That is 80 times bigger return than the $700. 56,000 is 80 times more. It's very, very popular. So if you have any 401k money or IRA or retirement money or CD money or mutual funds or anything else, you really owe it to yourself to look at the tax benefits and the bonuses and the lifetime income and income you can't outlive and avoiding probate. There are tons of benefits. I could yap for the next 3 hours, but we're going to cut it off here. Let me know if you want details on that, and we'll be happy to provide that for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.